Hi everyone. I am going to show you how to create a Google Classroom and have a link for a Google Meet meeting embedded right into your Google Classroom. And the reason why I'm spending time doing this today is so that you will have your Google Classroom and your Google Meet ready in the event we have to go remote, whether we go fully remote for a day or for a few days. I want to make sure that you are already prepared to do that and be able to practice this with your students. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So when you go to the nine dots, the waffle up here, click on the waffle and you are going to find your Google Classroom link. There we go. I'm going to click onto that. And as you can see, this is taking me to my Google Classrooms. These are all the classrooms that I either teach or I belong to. So right now we are in the faculty meetings. And as you can see up here, faculty meetings and professional development, anytime that we have a faculty meeting, all you have to do is click on this meeting link to go to the faculty meeting, which you are on right now. So this is what I want you to create for your own class. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that from scratch. Okay, so here we go. We are going to create a new class. You're going to go to the plus sign, create or join a class. So you're going to create a class, and I'm going to create a sample class just to walk you through this. I'm going to click on the plus sign, create a class, and I'm going to name my class Mrs. Esposito's class. And I'm going to create it. It says it's creating, and there we go. Okay, so you can now invite students to your class. But first, what I would like you to do is at the very top where it says Meet Link, you're going to click on Generate Meet Link. Generate Meet Link, click on it again, and now you have your meeting link for every single time you meet with your class remotely. So now the next thing you're going to do is invite your students to the classroom. And you're going to do that by, you can do it two ways. You can have your students sign on to Google Classroom and they can just type in this code. This is the code for my class, the class that I just created. When you create your class, you're going to guide your students to join your Google Classroom by entering this code, just like I did when I created my class. I clicked on the plus sign and I had an option to join a class or to create a class. For your students, they're going to click on the plus sign and they're going to click on join a class. And then you're going to give them this class code. This class code is specific to Mrs. Esposito's class, so don't give them this one. When you create your own Google Classroom, you're going to have your own specific class code. They're going to enter that and they're going to join your class, okay? And then once they join your class, they will see this banner, Mrs. Esposito's class, Mrs. Sandler's class, Miss Mannion's class, and they will join your Google Meet simply by clicking on the link. So the great thing about this is that you don't have to send out a Google Meet link every single time we go remote for your class to join in with you, okay? So we're doing this as a precaution to be ahead of the game in the event school should happen to close for a day or several days, okay? So this classroom can be used throughout the year for your purposes of Google Meets, and I feel like it's also a nice way to keep everything in one place. So it's your Google Classroom and your Google Meet. We know that we're using Seesaw at the elementary level to assign work and to grade work, to assess work. We're also using Pathblazers. So Google Classroom really is going to be used more or less just as a mechanism for you to organize your class and to send out your Google Meet, okay? And one other thing, the other way to add students to your class is clicking on People, and you can add students this way as well. Also, teachers, you can add your special area teachers to your Google Meet or your Google Classroom. So you could actually add teachers to here. So if I wanted Miss Terry to be on a teacher with my Google Classroom, I can simply type in her name and she pops up and I invite her and she is a teacher on my Google Classroom, okay? Same concept with students. If you want to manually add them yourself using the email, you click on Add Students, and then you continue to type in each one of your students' emails. So you could do it either way, by typing in your students' emails or by giving them the code and having them join the class in Google Classroom. So my suggestion is that today you create your Google Classroom, generate the Google Meet link at the top of the banner, and then over the next day or two, practice with your students. Have them join your Google Classroom and have them practice getting on a Google Meet with you as well. This way, in the event we have to abruptly close school, remember to bring home your Chromebook every single day so you're prepared, and also you will be prepared to teach from home remotely your students using the Google Classroom and the Google Meet link. I hope that this has been helpful, and please see me or Angie if you have any questions. Thanks, everybody.